Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one. This is more like a day, kind of a journal, and just getting my ideas out there, because most of the time I put these videos up there just for myself, and if people watch them, hey, that's fantastic, because having a discussion about the possibility of things happening, where the direction of things going, it's great to look back and connect the dots, as to look back, where was I 3 months ago, where was the situation 2 months ago. Because whenever I go back and look through Trades, Roche Capital, Andrew Money. I mean, you could name all of this, even through Jim Cramer, CNBC videos, Charles Payne, and you trace back. What I do is I trace back throughout certain episodes of time to get a feeling of the sentiment, the public sentiment with everything's going on. And I eventually just went back toward January, December through January, kind of looking at the behavior and the analysis, and kind of get an idea of where the whole situation was with everybody. And even going back there, it does a jump every once in a while. And that's been interesting, to seeing how the videos have changed. I mean, I don't put videos and graphs on a lot of these. I'm trying to do a more difficult setup for a couple new videos that I've been doing. One about the CAT system and something about the movies. I'm still working on those my time, but it's kind of a slow process, because again, I got in this whole thing to buy a new laptop so I could do better editing and to work some film projects that I've been working on, postponing. But yeah, when I get there, it gets there. So the topic I want to talk today, again, is about this. It's something that struck me again, because when you live and work paycheck to paycheck, day to day, you really understand one life, and that's it, while dreaming about another. Right? Now, dreams are important. They help to build perspective, and that's perspective exactly from where you stand. Right? And so many people I've had in my history said, oh, you're such a dreamer, you're wasting your time, it's not worth it. No, dreams are important. And I don't care who anybody says, if you dream, you're just wasting your time, it's never going to happen. Well, that's up to the person who decides to make the dreams possible, and that's what this whole movement is about, getting those dreams possible. Because it's like taking binoculars and looking at a party on a boat from shore. You're kind of wondering what's going on. What are these people like? Because it's like, you wonder what it's like to be there, and how your life would be so much different. A lot of movies are made about this, even like a kid. When you're a kid and you had an older brother or sister, you're at their friends having fun, and you're like, hey, I want to join you. I want to be part of that situation. Well, right now, we are part of that situation. You're actually swimming out to join that boat. But you know what? You don't have to join that boat, because you're going to be able to have your own boat to make your own life and your own situation, no matter however you want to take it. If you decide to sell all of your shares, decide to sell part of your shares and keep the rest, and keep investing, that's the thing that's the important thing that I see how people are on this right now. Because before in the current situation, it makes you dig deep and reflect and basically think about what you're doing. And that's what we do, I think, whenever things go flat like they have been. Right now, AMC is at 37 and GME is at like 180. Hey, that's fine. We've been there before. And for me, it asks me, I look at things and I track backwards to see public sentiment, look at the data, the videos, and see what's going on in relation to where we are now. And that makes me ask a lot of questions, like, how do you identify with yourself in a relationship to your place? Do you feel you fit in? Does it feel like you're living something else while waiting for a better life or a better experience to come? I think some do, and some do fit in, but for some people who are very settled, everything's going well with them, this is the icing on the cake for them. You could afford that extra car, pay off your house, pay off your credit card debt. But for others, this is basically building the foundation, having that foundation, a new foundation, to be able to jump and change boats, going from that little kayak to a full-fledged single 40-footer, single hull sailboat, or even yacht, whatever you want to call it. For many of us, we hit the reset button. When we play video games and you just don't like the way things are going, you hit reset so many times. You get a new job, you move a little bit, buy a new car, get a new car, max out a credit card, upgrade a little bit, but you're still in debt. You could hit reset so many times, but it doesn't work. And what needs to be done is a total system turn off and a step away. That's going to be an interesting part. Let's see what happens, because the way I see this is almost like the world tends to view this like this is before. And part of it still now. It's like, remember the TV show, Jackass TV show on MTV? If you don't know what it is, there's another movie coming out now, and they've done some reboots of it. If you imagine us, the retail investors right now, we are those people in Jackass movie of the investing world. That's how they see us, right? Interesting. Yeah, no, it's interesting to talk about, but take what I say in stride, but it's not all for the total craziness, but just it's so as if the total disruption of the common everyday structure of the retail investors in the market. What Jackass did was to totally upset mainstream media and the way people do things. You know, they did stuff so outlandish, it got everybody's attention. They were seen as, oh, jackasses. But if you actually looked at what they did, they're disruptors. They broke into and they became famous for what they did, and they had a core group of friends, even they have still today. And they're doing things in such a remarkable way that, yeah, now people take them seriously. And that's what it is. Because right now, mainstream media, banks, even regular people, your friends, family, back then, January, December, they didn't believe you. They said, oh, that's a great idea. They'll get in. Then they got out. But now that people seeing that this is continuing, no, they don't care. They don't care. They see this as you're disrupting the current situation, and that scares them. Now, right now, as in before, there are 3 to 6 million new investors that have been involved in the current AMC, GME stock, BNB, and other stock market movement. The realm and atmosphere scares the current marketplace. It's basically, it's all a cactus jumping, banana eating, and the daily DD drop. This is what we're at right now. And to them, it's the jackass of the MTV movement. The people are doing something to disrupt and consistently push barriers and push things farther down the road. And that is what's needed. They can have all the regulations, all the rules put in place. The OAT system is gone. The new cash system is being placed. That is a surveillance system being put inside from all the broker dealers from when a stock is bought to when it's sold. Now I'm working on a little video about that, and also a piece I'll write up and post on Superstonk and or AMC. See how far I can get with that today in the last couple of days. And you also have the DTC rules, FINRA, all this. Those will be in place, but that's not enough, because right now if you have 3 to 6 million people that are constantly disrupting the system, calling senators, putting out due diligence, mainstream medias like Charles Payne, Melissa Lee, people that are starting to push the boundaries and starting to get into this, starting to take these retail investors seriously, because that's what we are, seriously about this. All right, and that's what the jackass movement will start as seen as, oh, it's this crazy thing that kids love, but slowly and slowly people start to say, well, what did they do for the market that's going forward? What happened after that stopped? Look what happened out of the movements from YouTube, the movies that came out after that. Yeah, it was groundbreaking, and it was a great movement. So, interesting idea. But for all of you out there, yeah, keep going the cactus jumping, banana eating, crayon drawing, and keep dropping and reading due diligence. And that's a great thing about it, the sharing and respect. So stay strong. Have a great night.